This morning on our special series, We the People, Latina Movers and Shakers, 5 trailblazing Hispanic women. And speaking of, one of our own trailblazers, one of the first business news reporters, Latinas, CNBC's Michelle Caruso-Cabrera with the story. Good morning.
I feel like I'm sitting next to a trailblazer as well, Natalie. Thanks so much. You know, we're also excited about the nomination of Sonia Sotomayor. It may make her America's first Hispanic Supreme Court justice. But there are so many Latinas who have been paving the way, overcoming barriers, and coming in first.
Labor Secretary Hilda Solis was sworn into office last March. She got her start in government at the local level.
I initially ran for my first political office as a school board member. I was the first Latina to serve.
It was one of many firsts for Solis. As the third of 7 children, she was the first person in her family to attend college. Her parents, who met in citizenship classes in California, believed in the American dream for their children.
They have really been major supporters of all of their children, but extremely important for, I think, our success, my success.
In 1994, she became the first Latina elected to the California State Senate. And in 2000, she was elected to Congress.
There has to be more exposure to the changing role of Hispanic women in our society, because we can't be categorized or put in a box.
God love you.
When I look in the mirror, I don't see myself as Hilda, the Latina cabinet member. I see myself as Hilda, the cabinet secretary.
Across the Denver skyline, Linda Alvarado's mark is visible in Vesco Field at Mile High Stadium, the Hyatt Hotel, and the Colorado Convention Center. But it all started with Alvarado's family.
Empieza pequeño, pero pense grande. My mother would tell me, start small, Linda, but think big.
Alvarado first started a small gutter and sidewalk company before bidding for bigger projects.
Hispanics are great laborers and cement finishers, but they're not owners of the company. Breaking that stereotype enabled me over time for people to focus less on my gender or my ethnicity and more on our company's capability.
From high-rises to her field of dreams, Alvarado became the first Hispanic to own a Major League Baseball team.
For me to be in a position to be an owner of not just a sports team, but a team where Latinos excel, as a Hispanic woman, I thought, wow. What a game. It's not about waiting for America to change. We have the ability to change America.
In 1993, Ellen Ochoa became the first Hispanic female astronaut to go into space.
It really gave me an opportunity to encourage girls and underrepresented minorities to think about studying math and science.
Ochoa was valedictorian in both high school and college, an accomplished flautist and also co-inventor of 3 patents.
But there aren't a lot of women, and there certainly aren't a lot of Hispanic women in science and technology fields. I want to make sure that young Latinas realize that they have so many choices open to them.
From the first day I touched the basketball, it was something I enjoyed to play.
And play she did on the courts at UConn. Diana Taurasi led her team to 3 straight NCAA championships from 2002 to 2004. And Taurasi was the youngest player on Team USA, which won gold at the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens.
Being Latina, there's not many in women's basketball, especially not at the professional level.
Taurasi was the #1 pick for the WNBA when she joined the Phoenix Mercury.
I think there's something to be said when you can come to a country that you don't know the language, you don't know the people, the culture, and come and find a way to succeed.
I started ballet when I was 7 years old. I took the first class and I loved it.
That love took Paloma Herrera to New York, and at the age of 19, she became the youngest female principal ballet dancer with American Ballet Theater.
I feel very proud, and I feel that I opened up a lot of doors for a lot of people.
The New York Times recently named Herrera as the only dancer most likely to change the culture for the next 30 years.
Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what you do. If you're talented, if you deserve it, you should have it.
Each one of these women are incredibly compelling, but there are so many amazing Hispanic women out there. This was just a small sampling. We really struggled to figure out who to put in this.
It's amazing. Thank you so much, Michelle
It was a pleasure.
Caruso-Cabrera. And by the way, there's much more information on the We the People series that we covered this week with a special section on our website called wethepeople.todayshow.com.